Hey you guys, welcome back to my page. Happy Sunday. My name's Laura. I'm with Chocolate to Chocolate Designs. Please say hello when you get here on this video. Let me know that you're here and that you're watching tonight. And in just a moment, I'm going to give you a keyword to type in. When you type in this keyword, you'll get a supply list from me for all the things that we're using tonight to make this project. And I actually forgot to put one of our promos in there, you guys. We've got patriotic designs that are on sale right now, so make sure you're checking that out on the site. And free shipping is still going on too, you guys, on orders of $100 or more. So let me see if I can get this pulled up. I am not with it, you guys. It's going to take me just a second to get this all pulled up because I did not. I'm not with it. It has been quite a week that I've had, and I'm so glad it's Sunday and it's starting all over again. Hi, Connie. Hello, Maxine. Hi, Darlene. I have so many things to tell y'all. I have so many things. Hey, Kieran. Hey, Wendy. Hello to everybody as you guys are jumping on. I'm still trying to figure this all out again, and I'm lost. Hey, Carol. Hey, Tammy. Hello, everybody. All right, we're going to do an awesome project tonight. I hope you guys all just love this, and so many stories about this weekend. It was a blast. It was a lot of work. So worth it. We're probably going to do this every year if we possibly can. People had so much fun. Hi, Holly. Hi, Tammy. Hello to everybody. I'm just trying to get my comments pulled up right now so I can say hi to everyone as you guys jump on here. I'm trying to read. Hi, Carolyn. How are you? And my computer is going slow. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. I did get a thing to go get my computer cleaned out, though, and I think that that'll make it run faster once I get that done, but it is not wanting to load my video. Come on. Come on. Oh, and then I refreshed it just as it loaded. Hi, Jackie. Hi, Corey. Hi, Stephanie. Oh, my goodness. All right, you guys, we have got quite the project tonight. I am still trying to get this going. There we go. Here we go. Hi, Elizabeth. Okay. Too much of a party it was. We were up way too late. Hey, Ray. Hey, Roseanne. Hello, Brenda. I am totally worn out. Totally worn out. If you can't tell by like the crazy mom hair, we've been cleaning up today. It's been raining on and off. It's been crazy. Hi, Annette. Hello to all my friends. I'm sorry if I missed your name. Hey, Mindy. The party was amazing. Absolutely amazing. Everybody can't wait to come back. They're hoping that we're going to do it again next year. I did have a couple of parents. I am chilly. Yes. Yes, we got our air conditioner fixed, and now I'm back to being cold again. And it's a rainy day here. So, all right, you guys, let's go ahead and let me show you what we're going to do for our project tonight. Hi, Kathy. So I happened to find the cutest little surface at the Hobby Lobby. I love this little easel piece here. I think it's so cute, and there are so many things you can do with this. And you guys, only $5.99, and you guys know Hobby Lobby does sales all the time for 50% off or 40% off their wood products. So I probably got this thing for, what does that make it, like $4? Such a good deal. Hi, Uncle Don! Oh, I love it. Hi, Cynthia. How are you doing? Oh, we have so much to talk about, girl, and I got stories. So please stick around. Welcome to my page, girl. All right, so you guys, we're going to accompany this tonight with another newer surface from Chalk Couture. This one right here is our scalloped slim cut, which I think is just amazing. Okay, I love the scalloped slim cut, and it fits on here really like perfectly onto this frame. Y'all, I couldn't have planned this better than to do this right here. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna give these some paint, and then we're gonna work on a transfer. I'm gonna wait to show you guys that transfer. We're just gonna start talking. And I had this thing on my floor, and now it's lifting up. Hi, Deb. Hello, everybody. How is everybody doing? I hope you guys had as good of a weekend as I did. It was amazing. It was so much fun. There were a couple of families though that were like, I put RSVP on the invitations for this party this weekend, you guys, and they didn't see it, and they sent me a message last minute. And of course, I was preparing everything. I went to bed early on Friday night because you guys know I slept not at all on Thursday because I was at the hospital with my mama. And So I went to bed early on Friday. Didn't realize that I had messages of people who were RSVPing. And a couple of families didn't come, even though, because I didn't respond to their RSVP that they sent like Friday night at like 11 o'clock. And so I felt so bad because it was so much fun. But we still had, oh my gosh, between all the kids and all the families, at least 50 people here. Bare minimum 50. It was so much fun. All right, so you guys, here we go. We're going to paint this entire thing in Snow White by Waverly. So this you can pick up at the Walmart. I love the Snow White by Waverly. I love painting with chalk paint, mainly because our transfers seem to, our paste, our Chalkology paste seems to work best with chalk paint. Always paste through your transfers, but you paint your surfaces with chalk paint, not acrylic if you can get away with it. I do remember last time though that this was a little thick. So I'm going to spray several squirts of some distilled water in here. Give this a good shake before we can get some out of here to paint. The keyword for tonight is flower, you guys. Flower. And while I'm shaking this up and painting the surface, ooh, hopefully that's not too much water. We should be good though. So you guys, we had quite an interesting weekend. First of all, you guys know my mom was in the hospital over Thursday night. I was there with her from midnight until 7:30 in the morning. And our air conditioner went out on Thursday. Right before this big party. So Friday, I slept like nothing. I think I got like 3 hours of sleep, maybe less than 3 hours of sleep, you guys. And then I was back, I was up, and I was trying to get things ready for the party and trying to get the air conditioner fixed. Y'all, a lot, right? I'm going to pour this into a color tray just because I think it's going to make it easier for me to paint. And that is definitely a much better consistency with some water in there. Holy moly, this is going to paint easy now. And so I got up at 11. Okay, got home at 7:30, went to bed about 8, and slept until just before 11 o'clock I got up. I got a phone call that I took, and I got up before 11. And called this guy to fix our air conditioner, and he just so happened to have an appointment with somebody else, and they didn't answer their phone. And so we got in right then at like, I don't know, noon. By noon he was here and he was fixing our air conditioner. And I am like, oh my goodness, like, thank the Lord, something is going right now. And he had it fixed, and it was like the cheapest possible thing that it could have been. So again, it was so nice to have a break in that. All right, we're going to make sure that we get our sides and the feet on here especially, because that's mainly what's going to show. And I'm just using my brush from the Walmart there. I love these stencil brushes. And we're going to paint up this entire thing. So we got that fixed. And then I got to work trying to get things set up for the party. Hi, Mary Jo. But I was so tired that I was not working very fast at all. And I told John, like, if I just am able to get, what did I tell him? If I'm just able to get the volleyball hoop up, the volleyball net up for people who play volleyball. Oh, I think it was the pool vacuumed and something else. There was like and the refrigerator cleaned out. The back refrigerator cleaned out. Then I'm happy. Like, if I can get those 3 things done today, then I'm happy. And then I can relax because I was moving super, super slow. So, got those things done, came inside, and I was asleep by like 9 o'clock. And I needed it so badly, y'all. I needed that sleep so badly. Woke up early yesterday, got a shower in, started getting more stuff decorated, and went shopping and got all of our food. Hi, Jennifer. Yay! I am so looking forward to it, too. So looking forward to it. Now I can start thinking about it because the party's over. But it has been, yeah, it's been a lot just getting ready for this party. So 3 o'clock, people start showing up. Kids are getting really excited. And I like the kids that showed up were already in their bathing suits. And I don't think that they wasted any time like running from the car and jumping right into the pool. And I think by 3:30, we probably had a dozen kids in the pool already. It was insane. It was insane. Then a mom shows up with her 4 kids. Ooh, and one of her kids is a little one. You guys, a little one. Well, actually, 2 of her kids were little ones. One of them was like, oh, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5, and then the other one was probably 2. And apparently, while she was in the pool with her kids, you guys, she was letting her daughter swallow the pool water and thought it was funny that she was burping. And a very short time later, someone comes running to me. Somebody just threw up in the pool. Not an hour into the party, you guys. One of her son is one of my daughter's friends from school. That's how I know them. Fortunately, she was able to get her daughter over the side of the pool, and most of the vomit went over the side and onto the deck, and we got it all cleaned up. What little bit was in the pool, we mainly were able to strain out with the strainer. The kids didn't even get out. They just kept playing in there. You know, I had the thing overly chlorinated just for stuff like this and pool peers and all that kind of stuff. So most of the kids that were in there didn't even notice because we got it cleaned up and out of there so quickly. And like she got her over the side so fast that it's like, really? Oh boy. So that mom didn't stay too much longer. She ended up taking the girls home, the 2 littler ones, and she left the 2 older boys here and came back for them later. And I was fine with that. I was absolutely fine with that. The 2 older boys were best behaved while they were here. No problems at all. And the party went on. But that was the start of it, right? Lovely. These are the things that happen sometimes when you throw a big party. I think that, I don't know, maybe she'll not let her daughter swallow pool water again. Oh my goodness. So that was, hi Jerry, we're telling stories about the party that we just had yesterday. So that was like the beginning of it. And then a few hours later, you guys, all the kids are running around. They're having a great time. They're doing the zip line thing. They are up. Exactly. Things happen. Like, you just got to laugh it off. They're up in the treehouse. They're going down the zip line. They're doing all the things and having a great time. And then my friend shows up with his kids and a couple of his kids' friends. And one of the friends of one of his kids was probably, I don't know, maybe 13, probably, maybe 14. I know, right? 13, maybe 14. And before my friend, the adult friend, was even out of his vehicle, she had gone over to the treehouse to do the zip line. She reached for it, she missed, and she fell out of the treehouse. And she landed wrong on her leg. And, I mean, she wasn't even there 5 minutes, you guys. Oh, I know, Darlene. She wasn't even there 5 minutes, this girl that I didn't even get a chance to meet yet. And she thinks her leg is broken. So we had her sit down in a chair for a little bit, just to put some ice on it, to relax for a second, you know. And I have a nurse that was a friend that was here, and she says, you guys, I think it might be broken. And so we called her mom to come get her. Fortunately, her mom was like one of the coolest people ever. And she's like, you know, these things happen. And so we got word a little bit later on that afternoon that that girl did in fact break her ankle. And so my kickoff to the summer party basically was the beginning of the end of her summer. Lots of fun. So that was the worst of it. Like, those are the two only, that was like the only bad things that happened. All the kids got along great. All the parents were getting along fantastically. We met a lot of really good parents in the community that our kids are growing up with, you know, so that's always fun. And a lot of parents got to meet each other and just really mingle. And that was the whole purpose of it. A few little hiccups there, but we got through it. We got through it. Right? Right? All right, we've got this painted white. I'm not too worried about it being like a seriously solid white, except for right here in the middle. So I am going to give that a second coat just right here in this middle part. Hi, Missy. So yeah, you guys, it was in the 90s again today. Oh, it was cold here today and rainy and miserable, and all my stuff is wet outside, and I couldn't really clean up a whole lot. It was very eventful, very eventful. So after that was all taken care of, then I fired up the grill and did the hot dogs and hamburgers for everybody. Got everybody to eat. The kids are running around. Mom is doing fine. It was just, she had a kidney stone and now she's doing much better and doesn't even remember it. So they're all playing around. We had several kids riding on the go-kart. Lots of kids going down the zip line. And Willow was out there the entire time with everybody, and nobody minded at all. And she was just like, she'd hang out in her little pool and she'd run around and like chase after golf balls, and she tried to play volleyball with everybody. It was so much fun to watch her as she's just mingling and participating in the entire party, you guys. When I tell you guys I have the best dog ever, I really do have the best dog ever. So that was so much fun. She had a blast. She's wore out today too. Really wore out. So that was, ooh, I didn't dry that part that I just touched. That was like, I got everybody to eat. And then it was like, okay, well, I get to sit down for a little bit. Too much of a liability. And you know what? I even put on the invitations that if your parent is not present, go-kart and zipline are off limits. So, I don't know, you guys, but fortunately her parents were cool. But yeah, it definitely is a liability. Definitely is. All right, I just want to give a second coat right there in the middle of that one. All right. So I fed everybody. Everybody's hanging out, having a good time. Nobody really even like started to leave until probably 8 o'clock. And it started at 3. Everybody was having such a good time. Nobody wanted to go home. And the parents that did take off with their kids early, they just had things to do the next day. And they wanted to stay longer. And it was just a blast, you guys. Everybody had so much fun. They want us to do this every year. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. We will see. But it was, yeah. So then, about an hour after everybody ate, I had a cake, you guys. I had a schools out for the summer cake. And tomorrow is also my friend Kurt's birthday, and he was here. And so right at the top corner of the cake, we put an HBD Kurt. Happy birthday to Kurt. And we put one little small candle on there. Everybody sang happy birthday to him and let him blow out his candle. And he was just like really happy that throughout this party, we still took the time to recognize him and and to say happy birthday to him, and that just meant a whole lot to him. So, so glad that things worked out that way. And then he got the piece of cake that had his name on it. And then we had people who stayed until like midnight, you guys. Actually, a little bit after midnight, before the last people left. And then John and I came in and we just went to bed. We were so tired. Allison had 2 girlfriends that stayed the night. Evan didn't have any girlfriends stay the night. Or, I'm sorry, any friends stay the night. Well, happy birthday to you, Tammy. So you and my friend Kurt share a birthday. And then today I woke up and I was just like physically exhausted all day. And I tried to go out there and clean things up, but it was rainy and drizzly, and I slowly putzed around getting things cleaned up. And then I decided, nope, I really need more sleep, and I laid down and I took a 2-hour nap. And then when my alarm went off, I reset it and I took another half an hour nap. I wasn't ready, you guys. I was not ready. All right, you guys, now we're going to take this frame here. This is that scalloped frame, and it's just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And we're going to open this up, and we're going to paint this right here using that color of the month, that new Wayfinder color. It's so gorgeous. And Marge is going to be 66 tomorrow. Oh, how exciting. Lots of birthdays tomorrow then. Happy birthday to you, Marge. So this is Wayfinder. If you guys are not familiar with our colors of the month, this is a color that's only available in the month of June 2026, okay? And while supplies last. If you do not get this in June of 2026, you won't see another opportunity to get this, most likely. Sometimes they bring them back, but you never know. You never know. So you want to get this now. You can unlock this on my site with any $75 order. And then this will be available for purchase. And it is gorgeous. And fortunately, it's a metallic paste, so we can paint with this one. If you're looking at painting with paste, there are basically 3 different kinds of paste that I'm going to say that we have. Okay, so we've got our regular paste, like our bright white, storm, like the flat colors. Okay. You can absolutely paint with these. You just want to add a little bit of distilled water to water it down a little bit before you do. Unless your jar is brand new, then you can paint with it usually right out of the jar. We also have a shimmer paste. And with our shimmers, it's almost got like a translucent base in a way. They do, for sure, Lori. They kind of have a translucent base, and so even though there's a color to it, they don't paint very well, and the specks of the shimmer that's inside just kind of glide along the top, and it kind of becomes a little bit chunky. Then we came out with metallic, and metallic paints fabulously, and it's amazing. Hi, Wiley. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to paint right with this Wayfinder today. And it might take a couple of coats. I don't know. We're just going to see. And we're going to paint this frame. It looks the same with this amazing Wayfinder color. Now we might need a couple of coats. We'll see what happens. But probably because it's soaking right in to this wood. Of course, maybe we like the wood look. Hey, Diane. So I do think we're going to have more of these parties, y'all. Everybody was just, they had such a good time. Such a good time. You love the metallic? Me too. Hi, Dottie. So now that that's all over with, I got to work on getting things cleaned up tomorrow, and then I can start getting ready for Camp Chalk and actually focus on that for the first time. And all the things that I need to get done for Camp Chalk, getting my kids ready to be with my aunt for the night, wrapping up some business stuff, making sure all you guys' stuff is shipped out, and making sure the laundry's done for sure. because if I don't do it, nobody does. I had fantastic weather yesterday. Yes, I did. It couldn't have been better for that party. It really couldn't. You're still doing your butterfly dragon art. How's it working out for you so far? Are you liking doing that? I haven't tried the diamond art yet. Did I find a hat for Camp Chalk? Well, kind of. I bought a fascinator on Amazon, and it did not match my dress completely. And so I went to the Hobby Lobby, and I found other flowers that matched my dress, and I hot glued them on so that it will match my dress even better than the one that I got on Amazon. So I kind of modified an Amazon one, and then nobody's going to have one quite like mine. And it'll be perfect with my dress. All right, you guys, I don't think we're going to put another coat on this. I think we're just going to do the Wayfinder just like that. You can see a little bit of the wood grain through there, and I'm okay with that. Completely okay with that. So you guys, the keyword for tonight is flower. Type in flower to grab the supply list for what we're making tonight. And wait till you guys see. You make yours every year. I don't have time to make it from scratch, but I did modify it. Absolutely modified it. And I'm super excited, y'all, but I'm also getting nervous. I don't know what all to pack. I don't know what all to take. I don't know what all to do. Like, I don't even know. Everything's going to be fine. And if you're going, I want to see you, okay? I want you guys to come up and say hi. Introduce yourselves. Let me know who you are. Because sometimes your little profile pics are either not of you or you're surrounded by a bunch of people. But when you're watching on my videos and I'm looking at your comments, they're like literally this, like, I don't even know how. I don't even know. They're the size of a glue dot. They're teeny tiny. And I can't tell. It's going to be a blast. All right, we've got this all. Oh, no, we don't. I won't be able to miss you. All right, now we've got it painted. Now we've got it painted and we've got it dry, and I'm not getting anything on me. All right, you guys, here is, ooh, I just noticed that my flowers might not match as well as I thought. Darn it. I might have to find some different ones. All right, so here's what we're going to do, you guys. This is the transfer that we're going to use tonight. We're going to use it right on this piece here. So before I get this out, since we did just paint this, hi, Sandra. We do want to use some surface wax, and that's going to protect this surface right here from the adhesive on the back of our transfer from pulling up any of this paste that we just put down. So you just grab a little bit on a waxing applicator if you have one. These have retired, I believe, or they've just taken them momentarily off the website while they order more, but they're not on the website currently. You can use any kind of paper towel or rag or anything to apply your wax. And once you've got this rubbed on the entire thing, you'll be able to feel that it feels like it's been rubbed with wax. I said I wasn't going to keep that in the jar anymore, and here I am. Hi, Dawn. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to grab a towel of some sort. I've got just some, y'all, I don't even know. I've cut this thing to pieces. Just a white towel from, I think this one's the one from Walmart. And we're just going to buff this wax right in there, okay? So you wax on and then you wax off. You stretch the flag on the patriotic stain. Looks, it's actually, yes. Thank you. All right. We wax on and then you wax right back off. So you're trying to buff off all of that. This is the Wayfinder, Kim. And if your towel sticks, keep buffing. That means you've got it too much there. You're just going to keep going until it feels smooth. You cannot over buff your wax, just so you guys know. And if you don't buff it enough, then your transfer is not going to stick down very well, and you could get bleeds in your transfer. We don't want that. All right, so here is what we're going to use tonight. Y'all, I love this one. It's a new transfer. It's so pretty. I agree with that. Found some rounds at the Dollar Tree. They look almost like wax applicators. One side is terry cloth. There you go, you guys. You can find them at the Dollar Tree. That's probably why we discontinued them. Once Dollar Tree brings in something that we sell, we usually can't sell it for $1.25. So here's the one, you guys. It says on here, this is called the Always Flowers frame. And it says there are always flowers for those who want to see them. And if you guys saw my video a couple of weeks ago where we talked about when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Wayne Dyer said that, you guys. And we had a heart-to-heart about that. And so this right here, this particular sentiment, really does speak to me in so many different ways. And so we're going to go ahead and we're going to use this. I didn't starch the flag. No, I didn't. It's just leaning up against this and holding it in place. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to take this out of our backer sheet and grab our fuzzing cloths. These are a double-sided cloth. This side is terry cloth, and this side is microfiber. And we use the terry cloth side for fuzzing. So we're just going to give this a couple of, we're just going to lay this down on here and then pick it up several times to pick up some lint on the back of our transfer, just to lessen that adhesiveness ever so slightly, you guys, ever so slightly. And I actually think that I'm going to start with this one, with the white one here. Maybe we should wax that up too, shouldn't we? Why did I not do that? I don't know. You're decorating for 4th of July. It's coming up so fast. So fast. All right, you guys, I'm going to wax this one too because I need to. Because I need to. So I am really looking forward to a good night's sleep tonight. I can tell you guys that. And I think I just might. I think I just might do some melatonin and knock myself out. Oh, there's a willow here by my eye. Okay, I thought it was willow. It's not. It's connected. Oh, it's driving me crazy. Making my eyeball itch. Okay. We're going to go ahead and we're going to lay this right in the center. But we have to line this up, and it might be a little bit tricky. Because my idea here is that we're going to put this frame on here, but we want our sentiment and our words to be perfectly lined up in the middle of that. Okay? So I'm hoping that if I put it right in the center, it'll line up. But we might have to come back in and just... I'll sleep well with the browns. See, now this is down too far for where I want it. We got to go up with it a little bit. No problem. We can just lift up on it. And we can reposition it. So let's try right there and see how that turns out. That is perfect, you guys. So you see how it's lined up there where it shows right through that frame right there? That's what I want. That's what I want right there. All right, now because we're using a blue and we got a white background, my favorite color to use when it comes to, oh, I don't know, Donna. Try to go out and come back in unless anybody else is having trouble hearing me. When I'm using white and I'm using like blue tones, I like to use a gray instead of a black when I'm doing the words because it just softens the color a little bit. So we're going to use Storm to do the words that are here right in the middle. Okay. So this again is chalk paste. This is what you want to use through your transfers. It is kid friendly, water soluble. It is transfer approved. If you try to use paint through your transfers, you may end up you guys, like Waverly through your transfers. It's just definitely not a good idea because if any of that paint dries in the silk screen, you'll never get it out. Paint has a binding agent where our paste does not, and it's water soluble, and paint is not water soluble. All right, there you go. We just use the squeegee to push it right through there. See, I didn't get all my W, so we're going to put it back down and we're going to finish off that W. There's always flowers for those who want to see them. Love it! You guys, so far, I'm loving this. All right, so it could be just a plain old board. And you could absolutely have it just like that if you wanted to. We're gonna jazz this baby up. We're gonna jazz it up a lot. But just so that I don't smudge this. Okay. Just so I don't smudge it, we want to make sure that this is nice and dry. So it goes on smooth and then it dries hard and makes a pretty much semi-permanent decoration here. Now, if you want this completely permanent, you can spray it with like a Krylon sealer, like a clear coat sealer afterwards, and then this won't come off. Quick little dry there, and that's all set. Now we're going to bring this piece here back over. And, you know, I still want to use my Storm, but it's almost empty. It's pretty much empty, you guys. I'm going to see if I can spray a little bit of water in here and just get one last project out of here because it's almost gone. It is seriously almost gone. I don't need much for what I want to do with this frame. But I don't want it too thick either. I added a little bit of distilled water and I'm just giving it a stir. And we're just about there. Let me go a little bit more water. That way I've got a really good paste to work with for this last part here. It's chunking. All right, I think we're going to be able to use it. Hi, Paulette. Yes, yes, it does a really good job cleaning squeegees too and stir sticks. It's, yes, Dawn Power Wash for the win. I should really get an affiliate link for Dawn Power Wash because I speak very highly of them all of the time. I love my Dawn Power Wash. I should take stock in Dawn Power Wash. I advertise the crap out of Dawn Power Wash, and I have a lot of Dawn Power Wash because I love it. I love it. All right, I think we're good now. Just needed a little gentle, it needed some love. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna grab that same transfer now, and we're gonna put it right here on this surface. And what I'm looking for when I'm laying this down is even edges all the way around the frame part, this inner frame part. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. And then we're just going to press this right down on here. Smooth it out really, really well. Gosh, and now that I'm looking at it, I don't know if I wanted to. I think we're just going to go all white now that I went ahead and stirred up my storm. We're going to do all white, you guys, and just make it a little bit easier. But bright white paste. I turned you onto it too. See? See? It's a game changer. All right, bright white paste for the rest of this. We're just going to squeegee this right through the transfer. Fast and easy over top of that Wayfinder color. And we're just going to go over the entire thing. So you're not trying to press down on your transfer, you guys. You're just trying to glide it over the top and let it fall into the silkscreen as you go. And then make sure that it hits all of the areas. And I'm moving fast. I've also got a new jar of bright white. If your jar's not really new, or if you're not moving fast enough, then you would definitely want to do the paste and pull technique, which basically just means that you finish off an area and then you pull it up and relieve it from the transfer in that spot. So just like this. We're just going to take this top part up. We're going to pull it up. Oh, there's our sneak peek, you guys. And then just lay it right back down while you finish the rest. This is the color of the month is the color that we painted this frame with. Yes. And I always forget to get a towel out to lay this down on before I start pasting. All right, I think I got everything. Lay out my little towel here. And are you guys ready? Oh, thank you, Christine. Are you guys ready? Here we go. We're going to grab our transfer, hold down our surface as best as we can, and we're just going to pull straight up and out. Oh, love it! And I'm laying this down over here, and then I'm going to give this a good spray with my water bottle. And then I'll take that to my sink in just a little bit, and I will clean that off. All right, you guys, isn't that gorgeous? Let's go ahead and dry this really quickly. I don't even want to lift it until it's dried, but that frame is so pretty. Oh, but I don't think my flowers are going to match. We'll see how they look. You glad I did it in white? Vanilla would definitely work well, yes. I don't even want to attempt to touch it yet. And you guys, this frame you can use for basically any project that you want to use. It's got the scalloped edges on there and it matches up with this transfer perfectly. but you can use it with so many different things. And I love that Wayfinder blue. All right, there we have it, you guys. So pretty, y'all. We're going to end up gluing this down, but not quite yet because there's something else that I wanted to do real quick. But seriously, oh my goodness. And how easy was that? Just like it is. Just as it is. So gorgeous. So gorgeous. All right, so before we do anything else with this though, before we put anything else in here, before we glue this frame down, we're going to go ahead and we're going to glue some stuff right here in the bottom, okay? So I'm going to use this stuff here, and I don't think that I put this in the supply list, y'all. Kind of making it up as I go at this point in time. This is called Excelsior, and I love Excelsior. And what I want to do is have just a little bit of this sticking up from the bottom, and it's kind of gray in tone, so it's going to match our wording behind there. And so we're just going to grab some of this Excelsior. I want to try to keep it right in this area and have it just barely sticking up from the bottom. But also be something that if I wanted to put any floral in here, that my floral will stick. The keyword is flower. Okay, so I'm just going to put that right down in there. I do want to grab some finger thingies so that I can push it down without hurting myself. I burn myself enough, y'all. And I think I'm going to cut it. It's kind of hard to rip. And we're just going to start throwing some Excelsior in here. The board came from Hobby Lobby, and so did the Excelsior, you guys. Most of my embellishments and things come from Hobby Lobby because they're close to me. Or I should say I'm close to them. Hi, Ro. And so I am up at Hobby Lobby all of the time. Like, all of the time. Enough that I pick on the manager. It didn't show up on the screen. Darn it, I'm sorry. All right, we're going to press that down. We're going to trim off any excess that's going to make it to where our frame won't stick down. Because we want that to stick to this original frame. This is going to be pushed in. And like I said, I just want a little bit of the poking up. We can always add more if we feel like we don't see enough of it when we put our frame on here, but that's just going to get it down there at the bottom. And it's messy. It's messy. All right, now, oh! Remember, I want this way up here. Or I can bring that down a little bit. Right there. Do I? Maybe I need to put these on my middle finger then. Oh! Have it apparently. I need to start using my middle fingers more. All right, we're going to put that right on there. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to add this. Right to our frame with some hot glue. And it does fit on here pretty much perfectly. So, oh, it's beautiful. Come on, baby. Oh my goodness. All right, so you guys can see a little bit of the, it does kind of look like moss, yes. But moss is usually green, the Excelsior is like gray, and then there's raffia that is multiple different colors, and then there's Spanish moss is another one. There are so many different ones, you guys. But that right there is Excelsior, and it's just kind of sticking up from the bottom there just a little bit. And then I got some flowers here that are beautiful, but I'm not quite sure how well they're going to match. So let's just lay these down. Yes, Carol. Yes, it is, ma'am. And let's see if maybe it's the teal ones are not going to match too well because they're too teal. But the ones that have got a little bit, let's see if you can see them, you guys. It's got a little bit of teal in there, but it's also got some whites and some other colors. I think are the ones that we're going to use. And let's go with a couple of those. We'll do a solid color. And another one of a color. We'll get a little bit of pinks in here too. It's going to add just a little bit more color to it. Yes, Carol, I can do that. And let's see here. Y'all, I just slowly want to start adding little bits to it. And we're going to see what we can come up with. I like it as it is too, but sometimes I like to jazz things up a little bit. And tonight's one of those nights. So pretty! All right, we're going to add some of these flowers to this just to give it a little bit of some extra pizzazz tonight. Because there's basically a pocket in here where I can put things. So I'm just laying down little bitty bits of greenery. You'll see a little bit of that Excelsior. So pretty. Thank you. Carol's like, how do I save on shipping? Bunk with Laura at Camp Chalk. I love it. I love it. All right, we may not use all of these flowers, but we're certainly going to use some. I'm just adding a little bit of extra. Just to have a bit of greenery. Oh, what was that? I missed it. Oh, I'm so sorry, Carol. Oh, let's put this pink one here in the middle. You guys, this pink one. Maybe we'll just do the 3 flowers. Yeah, I think we're just going to do the 3. All right, this was my dilemma here, you guys. I had the It was the shape of the flowers that was throwing me off. It was the shape of them. So, because this one looks the exact same as this one, and that's throwing me off. But I have two blues that are very, very similar. And then we can use this white one. I love it! I love it. We won't use as many flowers as I thought. We're just going to go 3. Just 3. Right there at the bottom. Okay, you guys, I think we're ready. Thank you. I think that this right here is just enough embellishment, but not too much embellishment. And hold, please. I just want to see one more thing. One more thing here real quick. If I have any. I was looking to see if I had any little bitty birds or little bitty butterflies. Because I love my little birds and butterflies, but I don't have any in blue or any in white. Hold. Oh, you guys, maybe I do. I don't like that way that looks. Never mind about that. Okay, it's done. There it is, you guys. I think it looks fantastic. We're not going to add another thing to it. It's perfect just as it is. What do you guys think? See, I just felt like we needed to actually add some flowers. Isn't that beautiful? There are always flowers for those who want to see them. Yeah, the butterflies were too big for sure. All right, you guys. Yay, that turned out so beautiful. So gorgeous. So you guys, this easel frame is from Hobby Lobby. The florals from Hobby Lobby. This scalloped frame is available on the site. And so is the transfer that we used tonight. I think it turned out great. All right, so that's it for tonight. You guys, don't forget that free shipping is still going on right now for orders of $100 or more. And patriotic stuff is now on sale for you guys to all grab. And there's, I think, a free gift with purchase right now with that, which is this right here. Still going on until tomorrow night, which also looks beautiful in that same color. Oh my goodness. So many things going on. So take advantage of those while you can. And I will see you guys back here again tomorrow for another project. Thanks so much for watching. Love you all so much. Send me a message if you have any questions about anything. I'm going to bed now, though. I'll answer you in the morning. I'm tired. And I will see you guys back here again soon. Thanks so much, everybody. Love you all. Bye.